G'day, I'm Rod Hennefy. G'day and welcome to Truck That for RVers number 3. We really appreciate the feedback we've got from our sharing rest areas video. We're even going to perhaps pursue that and do something with our own people, with truck drivers. Look, you hope that most of them understand and do the right thing, but look, we've got to show you that we want to not just pick on you, and we don't just want you to do things, we want our blokes to do the right things as well. But today we're going to have a look inside the cab of the truck ride industry vehicle, the truck I live in 6 nights a week sometimes, mostly 5. I generally leave Dubbo on a Sunday and get home on a Saturday and run Brisbane, Melbourne. Now this becomes my office, it's my lounge room, my kitchen, my dining room, bedrooms in the back. I've got a bit of room here to make a sandwich. I've got a sandwich board up there. I can sit on the steering wheel, just fits in nicely to make myself a sandwich. I carry a fair bit of my own food in the truck. You know how hard it is to get good food on the road. But of course, compare what I have to what you have. Now I've sat in some vans and had a cup of tea with some people at events. We're hoping to go to the Stone of Crows Festival in Wagga over Easter and do a presentation there on sharing the road with trucks. And I've had really good feedback from those people. And of course, we can only offer information and advice. We hope that you will have a little bit of empathy, perhaps, for what we do. Now, I've sat in those vans where you've got a proper table and you can sit down and make a meal. You've got a kitchen, you've got an oven, you've got a decent fridge. This one's good, but it's not really big enough to live in for that long. You've got a lovely double bed. You've got curtains, and you've got all of those facilities. And you take them with you, and of course you pull up in a truck bay and you use them, and you are nearly as comfortable as you are at home. We don't have those choices. Unfortunately, a lot of the time we might be really, really lucky and we'll have a table and chairs. Even occasionally after that we'll have a toilet somewhere that we can use that some idiot hasn't gone in and messed up because they thought it was a truck bay and they just like to pick on us. Geez, I honestly don't think truck drivers mess toilets up because we know how hard they are to come by. Again, we're not all perfect either. And like you, I suppose, if you're lucky enough to be retired and out in your caravan, you're probably a little bit older in the age bracket. And those of you like the older blokes know that when you need a loo, you need a loo. And you need it then. Of course, we don't ask you to park right in front of it so that everyone else gets a chance. But those things mean you need to be able to pull up safely. You need places to do that. But once you're set up, you're ensconced. You've got everything you need. Now, I can't take my B-double. And those of you that have seen photos of the truck and you saw that, the Sharing the Road, Sharing the Rest Areas video, you know what size it is. Now, I can access 2 supermarkets between Brisbane and Melbourne. I can't take my B-double and just drive into a supermarket and go and do my shopping. You can imagine how well that'd go down. Then to find somewhere safe to drop the trailers. And if I've got bulk DG on, I can't legally drop them on the road. It's against the law to do that. So what am I supposed to do for food? I can have yogurt and I can have some stuff to make a sandwich, but I can't cook myself a meal. One day I'm going to get a caravan manufacturer to help me design a little kitchen for the truck, and I'll invite you for a cup of tea then. But up until then, this is all I have unless I step out to a table and chairs. You have all the facilities that you need, and all we ask is that you have a little bit of empathy for us so that we have that room in the parking bay to park safely. We can get to the table and chairs, we can get to the toilet, we can be a little bit away from everybody to run our ice packs to keep us nice and cool so we get good sleep on the road. And that's another issue, even with other trucks. We've got to be careful now. I'm lucky enough to have an ice pack, and it's a refrigerated diesel driven air conditioning system that operates separate from the engine of the truck, and it means when I turn it on it sets the temperature and I'll sleep the whole night. But I now have to be careful of some other poor bugger who doesn't have one, and I'm keeping him awake. You know what it's like with stock crates and fridge vans. Now the blokes that drive them, they're used to it. They can live with that noise. That's what they do. It's like living beside a train line. But we don't, and you don't, and that's why we need separation in the bays. It's why we need more rest areas, and that's why we want you to help us to manage our fatigue, to get the best out of those rest areas. But look, if you're in a caravan association, you're in a group, if we can offer you our caravan survey for information to your members, happy to get feedback. If you are happy to support our need for more rest areas and write letters through your association saying that we need them, and then even into the design of them so that we all get what we need, then you will help us, we will help you, and we'll all be safe on the road. Now last thing, Channel 18, we've spoken about Channel 18. I believe it's very valuable. You've got to have the signs on the van, minimum 200 millimetres, but I will apologise to you right now for the one truckie that does the wrong thing, and I hope that generally you having access to radio, having the signs up, will help you far more than it will hinder. We want your feedback. Let us know what you think. Until next time, safe travelling.